Hello everyone, this is Emmond with gameydaddy and I'm here with another video from Tom Clancy's The Division. Today I want to bring you 8 ways that you can achieve enhanced active cooldowns for your skills and signature skills. I'm gonna throw all of them and lump them all together, but I want you guys to be the ones to test them out to see in what situation you prefer to use them, whether in solo play or whether in a scenario with a team or squad play. Now my number one pick is the obvious one here, and it's the Tactician's Authority, which grants you 10% skill haste when you run 2 pieces. It used to be better in the past, but with multiple changes, nerfs, and all that crazy stuff, this is what we have going into patch 1.6. Also, note that the developers have announced that skill haste is now going to work with your signature skill cooldowns as well. Also, another thing to note is that there are other ways that you can get skill and signature cooldowns from your gear. I know for sure that there are firearms mods that have skill haste. I haven't really paid attention to see if there are stamina or electronic mods with skill haste, but if they are, somebody go ahead and put that in the comments. Also, you can roll skill haste on your holster, and you can also roll a percentage of signature resources on your backpack, which gives you an extra, signature skill cooldown as well. Now, we're going to move to the talents on weapons that actually can give you skill cooldowns, and the one that's on the top of my list is Coolheaded, because this talent literally gives you the best bang for your buck. It says performing a headshot reduces all skill cooldowns by X%. Now this talent used to be native to the Caduceus, but it was changed because it was very good. It was actually too good, and so the developers nerfed, like all good things, they nerfed it as well, because you could land headshots in multiple succession with an assault rifle and get your skill cooldowns in no time. So this is one of those that, rip the Caduceus. But I guess with the new Caduceus talent, we can say, okay, it's a fair trade to get the new, Caduceus talent that heals you and your team for 1% every time you crit. So that's good. The second weapon talent that's useful for achieving the skill cooldowns is Determined. This talent reduces your skill cooldowns by X% whenever you kill a target. Honestly, you have to be stacking some serious DPS to run this talent as a solo player, but I'm sure that there are people who have found a way to use and enjoy this talent. So if that person is you, please go ahead and give us a detailed build in the comments on how you use Determined and how it works out for you. The third talent is Dominance. Now this is a tricky talent because it's literally one of those weapon talents you have to specifically and consciously learn how to use. This talent grants you skill cooldowns when you kill a target while your signature skill is active. So let me clarify. If you pop any signature skill and get a kill, you receive X% cooldowns on your skills. This is why, Dominance used to seem useless until people found a way to use it with Alpha Bridge and pair it up with Skilled. So the true marksmen of the division usually run this because, like the next talent I'm going to talk about, you need to land headshots to be able to get your sig cooldowns back in place as quickly as possible. So if anybody uses Dominant, I've never seen a build that came with Dominant before, but I'm sure that there's someone using it. So please feel free to share on this platform how you use Dominant and what advantages you would say it has and in what scenarios you use it. So for my fourth weapon talent that, helps your sig cooldowns is Skilled. This is one that's one of my favorites. You can't go wrong with this talent if your goal is to achieve signature skill cooldowns as quickly as possible. But beware, you have to actually land a headshot kill to receive this bonus, which also increases your skill resources once you kill the enemy with a headshot. So it's very good, it's very balanced for attaining signature skill cooldowns, but you have to make sure that you're very good with it, because honestly, if you don't land a headshot kill, you're not getting anything. And in a team play, this is quite difficult to do, except maybe you're playing an incursion where you have to, you just camp as a sniper with your sniper and you just target one enemy and take them down. Those are the scenarios that I know for sure that you can use a talent like this. Also, number 5 is Trained. This is one talent that grants you a 1% signature resource each time you crit with your weapon. This talent, in my opinion, is a very good talent to equip if you want to get your signature skills as quickly as possible. Now, one thing I will say with a talent like this is you have to run it, with a good amount of DPS so that you can achieve whatever signature skill you're trying to use. Now, I know that there are probably people who don't run it with DPS builds, who probably run it with skill builds or support builds, and so this is something that they use. Now, if anybody's using trained, I want to know how exactly you're using it, because I've never really run it. I just have weapons with it and I say, oh, this is really good, but I still go with my deadly, destructive, and brutal, and responsive, and all that good stuff, if you know what I mean. Now, another method that you can use to increase your skill cooldowns, actually your signature skill cooldowns, is the support station ammo cache. Now, this grants you a percentage of your signature skill cooldowns whenever you use it. So those running Reclaimer are going to be very helpful to their team if they can run a very increased support station range. This is, I feel like, the best way to leverage a support station whenever you're doing that. Because I remember, back in the day in Claire Sky, if you guys got wiped out, your skills, you had to wait for your skills to cool down. So what we did was we just threw these on the ground, and then we got our signature skills cool down as faster than normal. Now, number 7 is using Strike Back. The Strike Back talent is one of the talents in the talent tree that you can use to achieve a reduced active skill cooldowns, and it gives you 20% skill cooldowns when your health is low. This is a very good one for solo players to run. Maybe you're in the dark zone, maybe you're in a situation where you need your first aid and you're in a tight situation. Strike Back kicks into play, and it cools your skills down for like 20% of that. So that's pretty good. Number 8, and the final one, is a very simple one, and I like this one as well, and it's your soda in your consumables. This gives you a 30% active skill cooldown reduction, making it a very good way to get your skills cooldown very fast, especially when you're in a tight situation, because you always need your skills to cool down as quickly as possible almost every time, but if you're running health on kill, if you're running some of the tricky things that I showed you guys in my last video on how to heal without your first aid, then I feel like you can leverage something else instead of using soda. You can, if you're playing PvE, you're playing against NPCs, the elites, you can use the soda and you can do some more damage. Now, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you guys' time. If you have anything that you want to add for skill cooldowns on this that I've put out on this video, go ahead and leave it in the comments. I'm a comment junkie. I read almost everything. So I appreciate your time once again. If you have not subscribed, please don't hesitate to click that subscribe button. Thank you guys for those of you who are contributing to this discussion, all my discussions, all my videos. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for your subscriptions. Go ahead and share this video as well with your friends. Share it on social media. Share it with people that may be looking at ways to actually find some way to achieve better skill cooldowns, because I'm sure you guys have discussions and conversations when you're in gameplay with your buddies. So this is one thing I feel, these are 8 things actually I feel like that can help squad play and solo play for other agents in the division. Thank you once again for listening and watching. Peace.